What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Unplugged and Uncut. And today we're about to get into the Brooklyn Nets and why the NBA should be on notice. That's right, the Nets just got better. But before we get started, if you have not taken the time to hit that subscribe button, make sure you do. We got a whole bunch of prizes to give away, including the grand prize of the PS5. Once we hit 100,000 subscribers, all you got to do to win is be a subscriber and leave comments in the comments section. But without further ado, let's get into the Brooklyn Nets because the NBA trade deadline did not let us down. There was trades here, trades there, everybody making trades trying to improve their team, and the Brooklyn Nets did nothing less than that. Now, a lot of people are saying that Philadelphia won this trade, but once I get through with breaking this down, guys, and Brooklyn fans worldwide, you might see how the Brooklyn Nets did not lose this trade. I'm not saying they won the trade, but they definitely did not lose the trade. And now Steve Nash has options and flexibility. That's right. So the Brooklyn Nets come out with 3 players. They get an all-star, a three-point gunner, and a rebound monster. Not to mention 2 first-round draft picks. Man, that is not bad and an excellent package for a player of the caliber of James Harden. Not to mention that all-star's name is Ben Simmons, and he is one of the best defenders in the NBA, period, hands down. Might be the best defender in the NBA. Can lock down or at least limit 1 through 5 the best you can as a defender. They got Seth Curry, an outstanding three-point shooter. He is having a career low, 40%. For some people, that would be a career high. That is how cold Seth Curry is with launching threes, y'all. Brooklyn fans, you got a three-point specialist. That is right. This man is a marksman. And not to mention, you also bring in the big penguin. The big penguin himself, Andre Drummond, a rebound monster, gobbles up rebounds in his sleep. The man only plays about 20 minutes a game and gets you 10 boards a game. Ooh, he's a problem. Man. So let's get into some of the lineups and some of the options that Steve Nash has at his hands. Now you're looking at a potential starting lineup that is huge and really good. You got Kevin Durant at power forward. Anytime you put Kevin Durant on the floor, he is the best player on the floor. He's the best player in the world. You got Ben Simmons at point guard, the best defender. You got Kyrie Irving, arguably has the best handles of all time. I say arguably because I like AI was cold. Man, the boy Iverson had handles. But Kyrie is Uncle Drew himself. He's a 3-level scorer, inside, outside, mid-range, turnaround, what you want, off the dribble. Seth Curry and either Nick Claxton or the Big Penguin, depending on how you want to run that. So that is a deadly starting lineup. And then you got some options. Let's say you're playing up a team that's really small or a team goes small on you. Going small against these Brooklyn Nets could be problems. You can move Kevin Durant to center, Ben Simmons to power forward. You could run Seth Curry, Kyrie, and Patty Mills. If you're too small and you're getting ate up, you could sub in Bruce Brown, for a little bit more size. But I would let Ben Simmons run with those 4 shooters. You got Kyrie, KD, Patty Mills can all handle the rock with Ben Simmons if he gets into trouble. Man, I would let it be a shootout. You get a couple 2s, we launching 3s from everywhere. That's lethal. That might be one of the best 3-point lineups in the league. Woo-wee. And I mean, this team is made. I mean, that type of lineup is just perfect for Ben Simmons. In fact, this whole team, the Brooklyn Nets team in this situation is perfect for Ben Simmons. Now, let's say you don't want to go small and you have to go up against somebody like the Cleveland Cavaliers who like to go big. Well, the Brooklyn Nets can make you go big and go home. That's right. You could put Ben Simmons at the point, KD at small forward, Nick Claxton at power forward, and you can go Big Penguin at center or LaMarcus Aldridge. Don't forget about LaMarcus Aldridge, guys. An excellent player. Now, I might go Big Penguin and let Aldridge come off that bench and just eat up all the lesser competition. But if you need some scoring, that's still a huge lineup, and you got Kyrie in there. So, I mean, Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Nick Claxton, Big Penguin, or LaMarcus Aldridge. So LA or the Big Penguin, either or there. And that's a go big and go home lineup. I'm telling you guys, that is deadly. Steve Nash has got to be loving what happened in this trade. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons. With these three players, you literally can use one word, one key word to describe them at something, and that is best. You got three players that are arguably the best at something. Kevin Durant, the best in the world, period. The man is a beast on defense, and he's maybe the greatest offensive player of all time, especially with his unstoppable height, 6'11", 7-footish. You got Kyrie Irving, the word best, best handles, one of the best inside finishers of all time. And you got Ben Simmons, the word best even fits him. Yes, it fits Ben Simmons, one of the best, if not the best, defensive player in the league. Not to mention, he's built in the mode of LeBron James if he had a little bit of a jump shot. You got Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, two of the best shooters. Who else to work with? I mean, you got two legendary shooters. Kyrie made one of the greatest shots of NBA history. Kevin Durant just hits from anywhere. I mean, Nets fans, you gotta be excited. I mean, honestly, I give this trade grade for Sean Marks and Brooklyn Nets an A. This is an outstanding, an excellent, an amazing deal for these guys to be able to get Seth Curry, the Big Penguin, with Ben Simmons and 2 first-round draft picks. That's off the chain. That's off the charts. That's doing your job and getting it done. Especially when James Harden is saying, or not saying, but with his actions speak louder than words. He's showing and saying in his own way he don't want to be there. That is a huge return for the Brooklyn Nets. I got them as my favorites to win the NBA Finals this year. These guys look deadly, man. It's going to be a problem for the NBA. They can bring offense and defense as long as they're healthy. And my last point is not going to be basketball related. It's going to be about Patty Mills and Ben Simmons. This is going to be a big bonus for Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. Patty Mills is not just a great shooter, he's a great person, and he understands what Ben Simmons has gone through. And for Ben Simmons, it's nice to have a familiar face and a friend. I mean, that could do wonders for his confidence, get him on the floor faster. It could also help speed along his process of integration into his new team. So I think Patty Mills being there with Ben Simmons, guys, is really going to help speed up the process for you, Nets fans. And I think the Nets are about to be a problem. I just look at the players they got. I mean, we didn't really talk about Cam Thomas. He's a problem. Blake Griffin, Javon Carter, James Johnson still gets the job done. Day'Ron Sharp, he's no scrub. I mean, yeah, Steve Nash, you got options, you got flexibility, and I think you got the chance and the potential to do what you tried to do last year with James Harden, just with Ben Simmons. You still got 3 players that could put the word best next to their name at any time. And anytime you do that in the NBA, you got a great chance of winning championships. And Ben Simmons is under contract. So that's also good. You don't have to worry about trying to sign him for long term. You already got him for long term. And he's a very young player. In fact, I mean, some people can make the argument that Ben Simmons is better than James Harden. I'm not going to say that, but it depends on how much you value playmaking and defense as opposed to just offense and playmaking. So there's an argument to be made there. I think Philly got the best player in the deal, James Harden. If he actually goes back to the real James Harden, will you please stand up? In my Eminem voice. Man, please stand up for us, James Harden. We looking for you. We ain't seen you since H-Town, man. We ain't seen you. You've been MIA. He did have a good run last year before he pulled up the hammy. So I won't go there on him. But anyways, guys, I really think watch out for the Brooklyn Nets. If I was a betting man and I had to bet on a team today, just looking at rosters top to bottom to win a championship, I put my money on the Brooklyn Nets. And that's saying a lot. These guys are ready. They're loaded. And I think they motivated. I think you're going to see a motivated Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons. Not to say other teams ain't motivated, but KD and Kyrie probably feeling some type of way right now. As y'all saw the All-Star selection, that was hilarious. KD did not want to select your boy for nothing. He was like, I'll take the best defensive player in the league, Rudy Gobert. And he's not lying. Rudy Gobert is arguably the best defensive player in the league. So, I mean, I get where he was going with that. He didn't. He said it wasn't that personal. He was just going with the best player available. That's classic. That's why if you don't like KD, man, it's all good. He ain't worried about it. Kevin Durant is a beast. The Durantula, the Brooklyn Nets, NBA final favorites this year, guys. Watch out. This trade was an A. Don't let nobody tell you anything otherwise. Just break it down. Be like, look, Gunna said. But man, that's all I got for you guys today. It's been fun. I'm going to check in the comments to see how everybody feels about this Brooklyn Net team. I actually started following you guys because of Patty Mills coming over from San Antonio, one of our hometown favorites. And I kind of like what you guys did with your squad, the way you built with your draft picks. Cam Thomas is a really good young player. So we're going to be watching. And I'm going to check in the comments to see how everybody feels about the Brooklyn Nets going forward. But your boy out. Peace.